ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wait just a little bit longer. We're missing a few recipients. We want to make sure that you guys deserve this. We want to make sure that we can honor everybody that has signed up. Thank you for your patience. Ladies and gentlemen, the program is about to begin. Be sure to get your last-minute refreshments and anything you need and make your way to your seats.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions. We'll get away, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. freeway, Bonnie and Clyde, a classic cliche. We're on the run, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss now. I'm done living life with the lights out, done with my own doubts.
Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, esteemed graduates, and soon-to-be alumni of the University of Texas Permian Basin, welcome to your official ring ceremony. My name is DJ Williams, and I'm your Director of Alumni Relations. It brings me immense joy to stand before you here today as you take another significant step in your journey from student to proud alum. This ceremony marks not only a symbolic transition, but also a celebration of your dedication, perseverance, achievements, and all of your achievements throughout your time here. In just a matter of days, some of you will walk the stage for commencement and receive your well-deserved diplomas, officially becoming alumni of this esteemed institution. But before you embark on the next chapter of your lives, we gather here to honor the timeless tradition of the University Ring, a symbol of your hard work, commitment, and the mark you've left on our campus community. Today, we do have a very special guest joining us today with some words of wisdom for you. He is a UTPB alumnus. He serves our community in his work with ProPetro, a proud husband and proud father, soon to be father of two. His wife is due next week. If you see him sprint off stage, we know why. Everyone help me in introducing Mr. Maudie Pando. Just gotta click it on.
Alrighty, yeah. So if I gotta run, breaking news, So just want to start off by saying thank you. Want to start by thanking Dr. Woodley. So I ran into Dr. Woodley at the Sewell Leadership event, and I don't think I've told her this, but I was absolutely terrified when I approached her. I just want to thank you for your approachability and just for your willingness to talk and for connecting me with DJ. I want to say thank you to DJ and just his heart for the community and for the university. I think we had lunch and just a lot of ideas coming out of that conversation. So really happy to see a lot of the changes here that have taken place at the university. Things have changed for me since I first enrolled here back in 2011. So for starters, my hairline was not in a recession back then. And a lot of things have changed, and I think that's going to be a common theme here today as I speak to you. So just want to say good evening to all of you, and I know there's a lot of really proud parents and family members in the crowd. I'm sure there's other alumni in the crowd as well, but more than anything, just want to say congratulations to all of the graduates. I mean, it's a big deal. You've accomplished a big thing, and so enjoy this moment because it's a big stepping stone for you. So, just a quick background before I get into a few words tonight. I am a graduate from the class of 2015 and graduated in petroleum engineering. And so one of the reasons I went into petroleum engineering is I've always been very down to earth. That was a dad joke. And that is the last one for the evening, I promise. Okay. So lot of great memories here. Just as I was even driving onto campus and gonna have to get on the old group chat with the guys and be like, "Hey, you guys won't believe where I was." Anyways, we're here to celebrate a really significant milestone, and as we look and think about rings at this ring ceremony, um, rings by their very nature, due to their shape, represent eternity. They represent something unending and continuous. And the reason for that is because a circle has no beginning and it has no end. And so that is part of the reason that you get a ring today. And at the same time, as we consider the symbolism of a ring, I think there's some tension because, as I just said, a ring represents something unending. And yet at the same time, you're celebrating the end of your studies. And so there's a tension there between these two concepts that you are experiencing. And you might ask yourself, so what is the connection here between this ring and this culminating moment in my life? And I'll tell you what the answer to that is. The answer to that is that as you are ending your studies, as you are approaching the end of your undergraduate studies, something new is beginning for you. And that is going to be a pattern that follows you throughout your entire life. That you will begin to see that as old things finish, new things begin. Just yesterday, I was at Able Junior High in Midland talking to eighth graders about career choices. You know, you can probably think back to when you were in middle school. Middle school comes to an end, and guess what? Boom, high school begins. And then high school comes to an end, and just as you're learning what that's all about, it's over. And then the parents are looking around and they're thinking, you realize how to raise a toddler, and by the time you figure that out, guess what? They're not toddlers anymore. And by the time you figure out how to raise a teenager, guess what? They're not teenagers anymore. And so this will follow you throughout your life, that when something ends, there's always a new beginning. And so I want to point out to you that there's a few signs and symptoms that you're already experiencing that point to the fact that you're starting something new. As of 2021, 38% of adults over the age of 25 have a bachelor's degree. You've just entered into a select group, and I want to congratulate you for that. At the same time, you've entered a new status. You're no longer a student, but now you are a part of the alumni of this excellent institution. And at the same time, you are no longer a full-time student, but now you will be entering the workforce. And so you're no longer paying money, you're going to be making some money, right? And some parents are looking around like, you better pay me back. And maybe, you won't be at Chick-fil-A ordering the number one, just the sandwich with the water cup. Uh, don't ask me how I know that. And so these are all new things that you're stepping into, new stages, new groups, new statuses. And all of this goes to show that you are no longer where you were 4 years ago. Things have changed for you drastically. And so the challenge now is to move not just from where you used to be, but to be someone different than you once were. It's time for you to step into this next phase of your life with an open mind and an open heart. And what I want to point out to you today is that this next phase and this next stage of your life is going to require more than education. It's going to require more than just technical skills. It's going to require more than just your personality. What it's going to require is personal growth. It's going to require you to make a commitment to grow as an individual. You have received so much from the university, and you will soon be approaching a time where you will be positioned to give back. And just like rings represent things that are unending, rings also represent commitment. There's a reason why what is exchanged on a wedding day, because it's a symbol of that unending commitment. And I want to encourage you and challenge you this evening. Can you commit? Can you commit to representing the university well as you go out and enter the workforce, as you go out and make a difference? But can you also commit to embracing that reality that change is going to be the only or one of the only constants in your life going forward? You can put money on that. And so this reminds me of a leader that I've learned a lot from, and a leader that I enjoy reading about, who his name carries so much importance and relevance. And I'm speaking to you of Moses. You've probably heard of this guy, and his name means to draw out. And here's what I want to point out to you. The reason he was named that is because he was drawn out of the waters of the Nile. And that's the picture of his entire life. His entire life, things are being drawn out of him through difficult circumstances, through education. Yeah, the guy was educated in Egypt. And so that's his life. He's constantly being drawn out. And so what I want to point out to you is it took just a moment to draw the baby out of the waters, but it took a lifetime to draw the leader out of the man. And that's what I want to tell you today. That, when you first got that letter in the mail, hey, you've been accepted to UTPB. That took a moment, right? You opened that letter and that happened like that. But what about everything in between? Yeah, that's where the learning took place, right? In these 4 years, 5 years, that's the time frame when things were being drawn out of you, things that you probably didn't even know you were capable of, and yet here you are. And so it's not about simply not being where you once were, but it's also about becoming something that you once were not. And you've taken a huge step in accomplishing that by pursuing your education at a place like UTPB. And so as you go out and you begin to be shaped and life begins to draw things out of you, you got to understand that you're going to face some challenges. Don't expect anything to be handed to you. Don't expect things to be easy. And as a falcon, that comes with courage. That comes with resilience. You've positioned yourself to be able to take on those challenges. You know, some of you probably experienced some pretty tough things already while you were enrolled. I remember my second to last semester here, I lost my grandfather and my uncle. And it was within the span of 2 weeks. And I remember professors uh, being supportive and helping me get through that moment. I remember fellow classmates, you know, helping me get through that moment. And so some of you probably you look around the room and someone who saw you be accepted into university is not here anymore. Or maybe you went through a health situation. I don't know what it is, but I know every single one of you have gone through hard things with trying to figure out how to manage your time and how to uh, get through tough circumstances. And so the last thing I want to leave you with is this: how you respond to these three things will be great predictors of how successful you are after you walk the stage. How you respond to failure, how you respond to defeat, and how you respond to injustice. What I mean by failure is those times where you didn't do things right. If you're anything like me, you got a whole list of times where you did not do things right, where you made a mistake. How will you respond to those times of failure in your life? What I mean by defeat is when you did everything you could, when you checked the boxes, when you showed up, when you worked hard, and even then, things didn't go your way. Even champions experience defeat. And what I mean by injustice is, there's been times where life just isn't fair. You do everything you can, and it just seems like things aren't lining up your way. How will you respond in those moments? How will you respond when failure seems to be your friend or when you can't seem to shake defeat? Can I tell you today that you can accomplish you can overcome these three things by leaning into faith, resilience, and integrity. And what I mean by faith is, yes, that higher power from above that strengthens us, that belief in yourself. You got to believe in yourself. You're going to run into bosses who don't believe in you. You're going to run into people who don't believe in you. Not everyone who shakes your hand is going to want to see you succeed. But guess what? One thing you can never lose is faith. You have to trust and believe in every single moment of your life, especially when in failure and defeat. And what I mean by resilience, it's that determination, that grit, that perseverance, that no, I'm not going to give up, that I've come way too far to let this keep me down. That resilience, that mindset that tells you, I'm going to keep going, even when it hurts. And what I mean by integrity is to do the right thing, even if it's hard, even if it's not popular, even if it hurts, even if it means missing out on some money, whatever it is, don't compromise who you are and your values, the values that you share with this university, those values that you share deeply, that you hold to deeply. Do not compromise on those things. It's not worth it. And so embrace this journey that you're about to begin. Be open to change, okay? But also guard your heart and guard your mind. So as you accept your ring today and you begin to reflect about this endless cycle, right? Where something ends and something new begins. I want you to think about these commitments that you can make. The commitment to represent the university well. The commitment to embrace change and that reality that things are always going to be changing for you. But most importantly, what I want to remind you today is that you're not meant to do life alone. Look around the room. You have family, you have friends who are rooting for you, who love you and care deeply about you. But you also have a family in this university, fellow alumni that you've been through some battles through, right? You've been through some tough semesters. You know, maybe it's that semester where for some reason you decided you wanted to take professional practice, drilling lab, well logging, mechanics of materials. This sounds really specific. It's because it is. You know, that semester where you thought, I'm going to change majors. I don't know if I can do this anymore. That semester where the money maybe wasn't adding up, and yet here you are. And you got to admit that a large part of it is because of the people who are around you, working with you. I want you to cherish those relationships. Hold on to them. They're special. And so I conclude with this. It's something, I know we don't have a soccer team anymore, but it's something our goalkeeper would say every time we'd break out after practice. Falcons fly together.
Thank you, Mouty. Appreciate you very much. Very wise words from a very, very committed former Falcon. Our next guest is someone that needs no introduction. It's someone that you are very familiar with. Our fearless leader, our local celebrity, President Sandra Woodley.
University. Thank you so much for sharing your words of wisdom for us. Tonight, I'm here on behalf of the university to congratulate our graduates. I look out there and I see some relief, right? How many of you are relieved? You know, you just got through finals and here you are ready to walk the stage. I can't wait. Tomorrow, Saturday when we have the opportunity to provide the diplomas, this is my favorite time of the year. Because when I look out and I see the graduates who come across the stage, what I see is a sense of determination and accomplishment. I know how hard the journey has been for all of them and how much time and energy and commitment that went into what you're doing. I'm hopeful as I see your faces, and I know that when you leave here, you're going to represent this university well. I'm going to be proud of you as a Falcon for many years to come. And I know that you'll be proud of your association with the university. Today, as you get your ring ceremony, and this is new for us, this is a new tradition that we have here, and I hope it continues to grow because I know it is important for you to have that symbol of your success and accomplishment here at the university. I'm very proud of all of you, and I can't wait to see what you accomplish in your life. And to the families here, the support systems, I know how important you have been in this journey for your graduates. I want to personally thank you for all of the support that you've given our graduates. We're very happy to welcome this whole group today. I do echo the words of Mounty, and I hope you do stay involved in the university. That Falcon alumni is something that we want to grow. We want our graduates to be a part of the success of this university for many years to come. So congratulations to all of you, and I look forward to seeing all the things that you accomplish in your life. Thank you.
Thank you, President Woodley. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the time you've all been waiting for. Students, as you're released, if you'll make your way around the room, keep in mind, don't even have the word fall in your head. You're going to be just fine. We're going to make it. It's very simple. This is a nice little practice right before our commencement. Christy, if you go and release our students. Big smiles. Be sure to grab with your left, shake with your right. We've got our very professional photographer here. I know, left and right's hard. I believe in y'all, though. We're this far, I promise you. All right. John Fineout. Alexis Gonzalez. Alexis Parada. Aaliyah Martin. Ana Cruz. Ariam Munoz. Alexandria Bell. Brianna Arias Para. Chloe Rubio. Derek Bong. Gerardo Mendoza II. Griselda Sotelo. Idali Arona. Jacob Moya. Delaney Suarez. Lizette Ramirez. Madison Biggerstaff. Madison Nowlin. Manuel Alexis Lopez Padilla. Myra Gutierrez. Omar Vasquez. Rosana Yvette Alcantar Casares. Sabrina Gutierrez. Samantha Garcia. Tiffany Thompson. Trinity Mata. Twyla, sorry. Twyla Kelly. Sharon Lopez. And last but not least, Yvette Martin. Thank you, President Woodley, for all of your assistance. Thank you for joining us today. Our next speaker we have up is not too far removed from me, a good friend of mine, a work colleague, a UTPB alumnus, and our Director of Annual Giving, Mr. George Payan.
Two-time alumnus of UT Permian Basin. For those of you that don't know me, I like to start things off with the jokes. So why did the graduate student get hired by the bakery? Because they were on a roll. I'm delighted to be here today to celebrate this special occasion with you all, the moment we honor our graduating class's achievements. To our graduates, congratulations on reaching this significant milestone in your academic journey. Today, we gather to celebrate your accomplishment, and we extend an invitation to give back and enhance the UTPB experience of future Falcons. As part of our senior class giving initiative, we encourage students to contribute towards elevating the experience for generations to come. Your support, no matter how small, will go directly to the class fund giving aimed to enriching future graduating experiences. Here's an exciting incentive. For those who donate the amount equivalent to their class year, this year being 2024, the amount being $20.24, you'll receive a stunning gold cord in which you can wear during commencement, a visible symbol of your generosity and commitment to creating a lifelong bond with our university. Those that give this amount will also be awarded one free year of membership to the Falcon Alumni Network. And in the words of Billy Mays, but wait, there's more. Every donor will also be entered into a special drawing for a chance to win a class ring, a cherished keepsake that embodies the spirit and pride of being part of UTPB. Family, relatives, and friends may also give on behalf of your student and still be eligible for the incentives. Obviously, you guys have already purchased your rings. That's why we're here. But it could be a good gift for a friend, a parent, or someone else that is a UTPB alum or will be an alum in the future. To participate, you may scan the QR code that is found on the screens, or it can be found at the check-in station as you walked in. Let's come together as a community and show our support for UTPB. Thank you for considering the opportunity to give back. Your generosity will help elevate the experience of future graduates and leave a lasting impact on this university. Once again, congratulations to our graduating class. Let's make this moment more memorable by supporting our senior class giving campaign. Thank you.
Thank you very much, George. And these initiatives are very important as we look to grow ceremonies like this, experiences for students just like yourself. This is going to be very important going forward. I do have a few special words for you guys as we close out. Your UTPB ring is more than just a piece of jewelry. It's a tangible representation of the countless hours spent studying, the friendships forged, and the experiences that have shaped you into the remarkable individuals that you are today. It signifies your connection to this university, a connection that transcends graduation and lasts a lifetime. But receiving your ring isn't just about commemorating the past. It's also about embracing the future and staying engaged with your alma mater. As you move forward, I encourage each of you to remain actively involved in the UTPB community, whether through mentoring future students or supporting university initiatives. As you wear your ring with pride, remember the countless opportunities that lie ahead and the endless possibilities that await you as a UTPB alumni. Today, we celebrate not only your accomplishments, but also the bright futures that await you. So graduates, as you prepare to embark on this exciting new chapter, know that you carry with you the spirit of UTPB wherever you go. Congratulations on this momentous occasion, and may your UTPB ring serve as a constant reminder of the incredible journey you've undertaken and the remarkable achievements that lie ahead. And may you forever keep your falcons up. Ladies and gentlemen, a few housekeeping items before we release here today. First of all, I'd like to thank President Woodley for gracing us with her presence today, Maudie Pando for taking time out of his day to be here as well. Thank you to our IT team, our advancement office, our cabinet of the university for helping us make these things possible. Thank you to our students for all the hard work you've done. And a very large thank you to you guys, the biggest support that anyone could ask for, our friends and family. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So as we release today, I do want to get one giant group photo. We'll go out here to the quad, and we'll get a photo with President Woodley and myself. Once again, this will be included in the pictures that we send to you guys in the coming weeks. We will have these out for you. And also, for those that are graduating on Saturday, we do have a QR code for your graduation survey. It's going to be up by check-in. If you want to save you some time on Saturday, feel free to do so. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming. We appreciate your support. We appreciate your students. And we appreciate everything that they are going to do and everything that you have done to make our institution as great as it is. Thank you, and drive home safe.
Not looking back, eyes on the freeway, Bonnie and Clyde, a classic cliche. We're on the run, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss now. I'm done living life with the lights up, died with my own doubts.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to head out to the quad for our giant group photo. Thank every one of you for coming and participating.